Hey guys, welcome, welcome. So I'm excited to see so many faces on here. This is just awesome. I'm going to stay short and sweet because we are going to be going over all of the conference announcements, doing our best to answer all the questions. Whether you were there or not there, you're probably kind of still processing and trying to figure out, like, if you have questions, that's why we're doing this Zoom. So Whitney, Stormy, myself, and Amy Malott, we are going to go over all of the announcements that were mentioned at conference. If you guys have questions during that, please use the chat and we'll do our best to answer those. And then at the end of this, we are going to ask the doubles and above to give like a 90-second aha moment. So us, the triples and above, we are not going to give you our aha moment. We're just going to kind of clear the air, and we're going to let some of the other ones give their aha moments, because really they're the ones. I see a lot of people who maybe are like rubies or emeralds, and the people, and maybe even a few diamonds, and we wanted the ones that were the rubies, emeralds, and diamonds last year to talk about their aha moments, so that way you guys can be the ones that are giving your aha moments next year. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. Whit's going to start, and we are going to talk about the 2 new products. So that's what she's going to go over. So Whit, you can mute yourself and go.
Okay. Hi, guys. So I'm going to talk really fast because, like I said, we have so much to cover. We want to honor y'all's time. So we released 2 new products while we were at conference. The first one I'm going to start with is the Keto Tea. What I love about this is it really makes your opening line and conversation with people so simple. Do you like coffee or tea? Like, that's your new line now. And we can offer not only coffee, but now also a keto tea. And what it is a chai tea that is also decaf. So I know a lot of people do not need caffeine. I don't know any of those people, but I know that they exist in life that don't need caffeine during their day. So now we have something for them, because how often have you been in combo with somebody? This happens to me frequently, that want to lose weight, but they can't have anything with caffeine. That happens to me quite often. So I'm so excited that we have an option for them. So this is a decaf chai tea. And then it has all the benefits of keto coffee. So it's going to have the grass-fed butter and the MCT oil. I did just review again. I did not see collagen. So unless I am wrong, I just saw grass-fed butter and MCT oil. I did not see collagen in this tea. So it's decaf chai tea, MCT oil, and grass-fed butter. Again, you know the combo, same as keto coffee, same benefits with fat burning, with ketosis, curbing appetite, keeping you full of those healthy fats. So it's going to help with weight management, with intermittent fasting, all the things, right? I've tasted it. I tasted it at conference. It's delicious, mixes well, and just as easy as our keto coffee. Just add hot water and blend. So that's a really brief overview, but all of us that tried it were like, it's very aromatic, it's very soothing, it's just like really, really, really delicious. It smells great. So I think it's going to be amazing to not only offer at pop-ups, but I think people are just going to really enjoy it. How many of you, if you are on a low carb, I feel like this would be great in the afternoon. It's going to keep you full, keep you focused through the afternoon. That's kind of how I'm incorporating it, because I love coffee. So that's the first one. If you have any questions, put them in the chat, and when I'm done, oh, there is collagen in the tea. Brooke Milo corrected me. I feel like when I looked at the packet, it didn't say collagen. Brooke says there's collagen in there. So now you know everything it has, everything like keto coffee, it's just keto tea and decaf, okay? So second product, and I personally am super excited, is the Skinny coffee. And what it is it comes in a skinnier packet. It's not going to come in the square packet like keto coffee. It's a skinny packet. And you guys, I can tell you, it mixes so well. I'm talking like, you dump it in, you pour the hot water, a spoon is going to do it. It's just, there's no like clumping, because you're not having to emulsify anything. I loved it. Val said her husband loved it. I loved it. I'm mad at myself for only buying 3 samples. I've already ordered it, but I got 3 samples at conference and I'm out. But Yeah, you can't even tell that it's packaged. It is so fresh, so smells great. It's delicious. It tastes like a cup of black coffee that you'd make at home. I love it, and I'll tell you why. The Skinny Coffee just has a few different sources of caffeine. You can go look that up in your product info on your website or your e-suite. I'm not going to go into super detail, but it has like green tea in it. It has a regular coffee bean in it. But what's really cool is that it has also, I'm going to say this word probably wrong. Let's go back to the caffeine. It does have 225 milligrams of caffeine. So this is going to have, I believe, 2 times what a regular cup of coffee has. So you do need to be made aware of that when you're talking to people. But if you're like me and people are coffee drinkers, they're probably drinking 2 cups anyway, right? Or what I like to think about it is there are people who are drinking, 2, 3 cups of coffee. They're drinking an energy drink in the afternoon, or they're drinking a Dr. Pepper or an iced tea. Like, these people are taking in caffeine. So when people are like, whoa, hey, that's a lot, just remind them like, hey, it's really the same as a couple of cups of coffee. And you really aren't going to need those extra things later on, and hit them with the keto tea for the afternoon. So also, what Brooke said was, I'm sensitive to caffeine. I am too as well. And I drink it 3 days in a row. And y'all, I'm sensitive where like my eyes start twitching. And I didn't have any of that. So if you have customers that are sensitive to caffeine, I really don't think they're going to have issues. So here's what it does. It's going to help improve thermogenesis. So it's going to help obviously with appetite, heating up the body, burning calories. So this is going to help with weight loss. Yes, serious eye twitching. Help with weight loss, weight management, curbing cravings. At conference, they talked about how they drank it in the morning sometimes on an empty stomach, and then went to exercise, and then they even drank it sometimes after exercise, and they never felt jittery, and they felt focused, and they felt full. So you can kind of give that advice to your potentials too. It's going to help, like I said, with metabolism. Think of it like Thermify X, but it's in a coffee form. But what's different is it also has this word called nootropics or nootropics. I'm going to say it wrong. But what this is mood enhancing and brain enhancing ingredients. So those are also listed in your product information. It's going to give you a list of what the nootropic, I need to figure out how to say that word. Nootropics, nootropics, I don't know if it's the first or the second one. First one, nootropics. Yes, okay, it doesn't matter. You get my point. Go look it up. It tells you exactly what those are, but they help with mental clarity. They help with mood. They help with, what else did I do? Yeah, mood, mental clarity. It's just like to help and boost brain function, essentially. If you're not agreeing, how I would say this was, it also has this really weird sounding thing called nootropics in it that's going to help boost your brain, and it's going to help you lose weight. Like, that's what I would say. But so this has nothing like keto coffee. This is just coffee. And what I love about it as someone who's dairy free, for the most part, you can add whatever you want, guys. I mean, this is black coffee straight up, doesn't taste like anything but a very nice black cup of coffee. So for me, I'm adding my almond milk creamer to it. If someone is dairy free, this is huge for them. Or, they tried the keto coffee and they're like, I can't get past it. Like, it's just not for me. Like, follow it up with this, because this is black coffee. And I know for me, I'm adding a pretty healthy creamer. So this is still a very clean, great option for people who are looking for a coffee that's going to take their weight to the next level. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Again, take it into your own hands. Go to your products, read about it. You don't have to know everything about everything. Like I said, I am not agreeing, and I'm just like, hey, I have this awesome coffee. It's a black coffee. You can add what you want to it. It's going to help with weight loss. It's going to help with energy, and you can make it taste however you want. How does that sound? Boom, done. Move on. Okay. Last thing I'm going to talk to you about really fast is something I'm pumped about, because I, as a leader, don't do this enough, because it really wasn't passed down to me, but it just wasn't something that I ever really was taught the importance of, and that is selling samples. Okay. And so literally it is just taking all the work out of it for you, okay? And so I'm going to talk to you about the new coffee samplers for the skinny coffee, okay? If you go in step one, you have to download the It Works Connect app and it will direct you to download a new app called the Sample app. And that I actually put it in our team page. So if anyone in here has a separate team page and needs that, they wrote out to tell us how to download it. But download the Connect app. It's going to prompt you to download a second app in order to send samples. And what you're going to do is you can buy digital credits now. So we can buy one for $8 or $7. Dang it, my brain. It's $8 or $7. Someone in the chat will correct me, I'm sure. It's $8, and you can turn around, and it has 3 samples of skinny coffee in it. It's this awesome like mailer. It has 4 parts to it. They're going to open it up, and it's going to have info on both sides. It's beautiful, and it's going to have 3 samples of coffee, skinny coffee in it. And you can sell these for $15. You need to collect that money whichever way that works best for you. But you can do it through Venmo, PayPal, Facebook Messenger. Val's going to show you what the printout looks like. So this is how, I don't know if she's going to show it to you, but just check out her screen. You download that second app, and it's going to let you send samples through the app. So I really hope I'm not confusing you. Download Connect, download the Sample app. 3 samples of the coffee come in 1 pack. So you're buying 1 for $8 or 5 for $30, and you can sell each one for $15 or $20. So there's also new Blitz cards for coffee that have a coupon on it. So if they don't have a coupon, you can sell the sampler for $20, you're gonna make $12. Or if they have a coupon, you're gonna sell it for $15 and you're gonna make $7. So you guys, that's some serious cash, right? And now you don't even have to go to the dang post office. You just collect the money however you want, and you go into that Sample app, you buy your credits digitally. You don't even have to wait for them to come to you. Like, it's unreal to me. You buy these digital credits, you collect, do not send it before you get the money. I'm just prefacing that. Like, some of us are like, oh girl, it's okay, give it to me. No, get your money. That's expensive for you. So please make sure that you get your money first. $15 if they have a coupon. You can sell it anywhere from $15 to $20. That is your call. And then you just put their address into the app, and boom, it works. It's taking care of the mailing. It's going to ship it right to you. So just a side note, I think they're going to cover this in the new distributor kits. They're getting 4 packs and then 3 digital. So they're getting 7 mailers in their kit. So they can make $105 in cash right off the bat just from selling their coffee, which, you guys, right now the kit's $69. If they sell all of their samples, they're making money. Like right from the beginning, which I think is great. So I spoke really fast. I hope that helps. In our team page, I did post what the apps look like and how you can download them and how you put in their address. But again, play around with it. It's not rocket science. They've made it for somebody who's not green. I figured it out pretty quickly. And I think it's going to be a great way for you to get some money in your hands. I would start off in the conversation, like, you give them the pricing for loyal customer. And if they're like, oh, I don't know, go into the sample. Say, hey, I can send you a sample right now for 3 days for $15 if you want to try it. So I think that's it.
Okay, awesome. Thanks. And y'all, this is going to be like a super quick overview. Obviously, we will do our best to answer questions, but then you can go to your uplines and we can do more detail on all of this. We're just kind of catching up everyone who didn't make it to conference. Okay, so let me put my phone away real quick. I'm going to talk about the compensation plan enhancements. So this has to do with us making more money, and they gave us 2 ways to make more money. And I know some of us may not like math, and so I'm going to try to do my best to make it as simple to understand as possible. So the first one it is the enroller bonus when it comes to our loyal customers. And so you may not even be aware that this was even happening, but I'm going to explain it to you. So built into our compensation plan right now, we have something called an enroller bonus. It's a 5% enroller bonus. So whenever you enroll a customer or a distributor, you earn it. As long as you remain their enroller, you earned an extra 5% on top of whatever level percentage. Everybody, I'm hoping, kind of understands that we get paid at different levels and different percentages. So if you are their enroller, you get a 5% enroller bonus, which is how, I won't go into that. That's too complicated. But as your loyal customers, when you first get started, you got to keep that 5%. But those of us who have been placing our loyal customers, when we used to place them, I don't know if you noticed, but the enroller name would change from our name to whoever we placed it to. Have you guys noticed that when we would place? So that means the enrollership changed on our loyal customers. Therefore, we are no longer their enroller, and we lost that 5% enroller bonus as we placed our loyals underneath our team to promote. Okay, and whoever we placed it under actually was getting the 5% and not us. So what they did is they changed that. And now they're saying whenever you sign up a loyal customer, even if you place them, you will remain the enroller. Therefore, you will maintain your extra 5% enroller bonus on your loyal customers even if you place them. So if you kept them, you had your 5%, but now when you place them, you still get your 5 extra percent wherever you place them. So nod some heads if that makes sense with the enhancement. That's why it's an enhancement, because if you are a loyal customer enrolling machine and you enroll 20, 30, 40, I was just thinking last year, like some of us were going like 60, 60, 60, 60 a month. Y'all, we lost 5% on all of those because we were placing them, and no more. No more. I could have been making 5% on so many customers last year. So that's the enhancement. Yay for the enhancement. We're getting paid more on our customers. That's all you need to know. The other enhancement that they made has to do with our fast starts and your new distributor's product credit. So when we would get a fast start, we would get $100, right? And our not our customers, but our new distributor would earn a $100 shopping spree. And that's what we've been advertising for everybody. It is no longer $100, it is now $150. So our fast starts went from $100, now we can earn $150. Diamonds and above, plus our CAB. Our CABs remain the same, okay? And our new distributor's product credit went from 100 to 150. So everyone is making more money or getting more credit in their account. But with the change comes a new way to earn it, okay? And this is where the difference is. So whenever you sign up a new distributor, it is now, we used to be able to place our loyals underneath them to earn our fast starts. But with this enhancement, in order for us to earn the 150, the loyal customers now have to be personally enrolled by our new distributor. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. I signed up a distributor last night. I also had 2 customers. I am going to be moving my 2 customers to her, but because I enrolled them, I'm their enroller. I have the 5% extra enroller bonus. It's still going to count for my CAB. If you're a diamond and above and you know what a CAB is, the CABs are still 2 customers and 150 PVB, okay, or their auto ship. So when I move these 2 customers and I help her hit 150, I'm still going to get my CAB in the back. But my fast start isn't going to get touched until I actually teach my distributor how to enroll her own loyal customers. So my 2 loyals are not counting for her product credit, and it's not counting for my fast starts either. And I understand that there may even be a little bit like, but I want to earn my own. Let me tell you the little loophole that you can do. We do have permission to do this, okay? Once you have your distributor, I personally am going to be telling my new loyals that I have a new distributor. So say I have their info in hand or they're ready to sign up. I'm going to be telling my new customers, I have a new girl on my team. I'm trying to teach her about the business and I really want to help her business out. Would you be okay if you signed up with her link instead of mine? It's still going to benefit me. She's not going to get your information and none of your personal information is going to go to her, but I just want to help her out with her business. Okay, so many people are yellow. They're going to say yes to that. And I'm going to ask my new girl for her Connect app link. So I'm going to have her generate it. I'm teaching her how to generate the Connect app link. I'm going to send it to my customer. I'm going to tell her the name. Say I signed up Amy. Be like, so this is my girl Amy. This is her link. She's not going to get any of your info, but you're going to be helping somebody new out. She's going to be gaining so much confidence. And I'm still going to, like, you're still my customer. Okay. I still got you. And so she's going to use the app. She's going to sign up under Amy. Amy's technically going to be her enroller, but she's going to be my customer. So I can still help her with her, you know, if I have her login info, I can help her with changes or teach her how to make her changes. Okay. So don't get too freaked out, because if you enroll them and you place them, it'll still count for cabs, but we are allowed to help our new distributors. We can help them. They can enroll our customer. Just obviously be very careful. Like, I'm just doing the link. I feel like that's the easiest way. There's not any product, or there's not any personal information that's going to get given to a new distributor, but then we're helping them, you know, with their link. They're going to be excited that they have a customer. And then it's a way for us to still kind of earn our fast starts as we are teaching our new distributors how to sign up their own customers. Okay. So let me see if there's any questions. Okay. So, cabs, I have a video on what a cab is for Diamond. I'll teach you that later. So with this fast start, how do you earn the 150? Okay. So it's actually broken up into 3 parts. So whenever your distributor signs up their first 2 customers, it unlocks $50. So you will unlock a $50 fast start, and they're going to unlock $50 of their product credit. Okay. When they sign up their next 2 customers, so they're going to have a total of 4. Their next 2 customers is going to unlock another $50 of your fast start and another $50 of their product credit. When they sign 2 more, so they need a total of 6 now, that last 2, you will unlock the final 50. So it's a total of 150 in fast starts for you. And for them, they will unlock the last 50 of their product credit. So they will get 150 in their product credit. So you can be earning 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 all through the month, depending on how fast your person is enrolling customers. So I hope that makes sense. Are there any questions on the new fast starts, how to earn them, and the enhancement with the 5%? Because I know that's the part that like people like. Yes, the 50 is paid out individually. That was my understanding. 50 is paid out individually. So if they sign up 6 customers all within a week, you'll get the full 150. But if they do like 2, 1 week, you'll get 50, and then another 2, another 50, another 2, another 50. Okay. Yes, in order for the fast starts to get paid out, they need to have 150 PBV, or they need to have the auto ship set up. Yes, that still needs to be there, which the system automatically sets up their auto ship for them. So they still need that. Yes, that qualification is still there. Any other questions? And diamonds and above, we're clear that the cabs are still the same. So the cabs you don't need. If you don't know what a cab is, hit diamond. We'll explain what a cab is. But if you're already a diamond, cabs are still 2 customers and 150. Okay. So if you sign a distributor January distributors are under the old rule. These are for February distributors and beyond. February distributors and beyond. So if anybody has an enrollment date of January, old rules for January peeps. Any others? I know this one was kind of a confusing one. Okay. Gina, are you good? Gina Smith, because you're like, I'm going to wait till Val explains the compensation. All right. Okay. So if we're good and I don't have any more questions, we're moving on to Stormy. And Stormy has the good, juicy stuff. The bonus.
They gave me the good stuff. So hopefully y'all can hear me. All right, so I'm going to start with the reload bonuses because I feel like they're the easiest, like they're the quickest, like we're going to talk about them, get them out of the way. It's only going to affect a percentage of you guys. It's not going to affect everybody. But the reload bonuses are essentially, it's a re-rank bonus, okay? So unfortunately, our business is cyclical, right? Like I would love it if we could have our top volume every month, all year long. Like wouldn't that be great? Yes, it would. But life happens and sales go up and down, and that is what it is. So our company is so dang gracious, y'all, that they are giving us a re-rank bonus for people diamond and above who have lost rank, okay? And I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't know a lot of people in this business, diamond and above, that have not lost rank at some point. I don't know anybody, honestly, but they're not saying they're not out there, but I don't know anybody. So what that means is the reload bonuses are going off of your January pay. So whatever you were paid in January, it is from there moving forward. So just for example, if you were paid in diamond as January, but you are a lifetime triple diamond, let's say that in February you get back to double diamond, and in March you get back to triple diamond, you're going to earn both of those reload bonuses, which are $3,000. Okay, those are paid out in increments of $500. They're paid out over 6 months. All right, there's really not a lot to those, honestly. They don't, like I said, everything was retroactive for January. As far as the next bonuses I'm going to talk about, the reload bonuses are not. Okay, reload bonuses are going from February 1st forward based on what your rank in January was. And you have a chance to earn those all the way up to Ambassador Diamond. I think we don't have any of those on, but you can earn them all the way up. So if you have any questions about the reload bonuses, drop them in the chat or ask your enroller. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them because I know that they don't apply to the majority. So the second thing we're going to talk about are the more bonuses. Okay. And that's what is going to apply to almost everybody. And what does apply to everybody on here, all of us, every single one of us on here are eligible for one of these more bonuses. Okay. So let me talk about how much first. I'm getting sweaty. The diamond bonus is $15,000. The double diamond is $20,000. The triple, presidential, and ambassador diamond are all $30,000. Okay, so that is, yes, I'm getting to, I was going to talk about that at the very end. All that is the amount. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about that these stack. So I know so many people on my team are going for like double diamond, triple diamond by the end when they end, which they end on March 31st. Those stack. So I'm going to use Jen Strout just for example. She is currently a double diamond rank. All right. When she goes triple and Prez in March, she's going to get a $60,000 bonus, not $30,000. She's going to get 60 because these stack. So I know that we have a ton of you guys on here that are shooting for double diamond and higher. They're going to stack those bonuses. That is amazing. Like what company does that, y'all? But okay, they end in March. Sorry, I know I'm like all over the place. They end in March. Any new distributor that signs up from January 1st to March 31st actually has 3 months, 3 full calendar months to earn them. So let's say that you have a distributor that signs up today. February does not count for that distributor because it is not a full calendar month. Theirs would start in March. So they would have all of March, all of April, and all of May to earn that bonus. Okay, this is for new people. Okay, anybody that enrolled from January 1st to March 31st has 3 full calendar months. Okay, for those of us that have already been in it, the bonuses end March 31st. All right. That is when it ends for anybody that enrolled prior to January of 2020. That is the cutoff date. Now, these bonuses are going to pay out in 22-month increments. I love that because he also said that there's going to be a 2-month grace period. So we were talking about losing rank. Okay. I love that our CEO did this because I know back in 2016, a lot of us did not have this and we regret it or we're sad about it. But basically what that means is if you go double diamond and you, okay, I was like, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, which I don't need to because I'm ADD. If you go double diamond and you hold that rank for 12 months and then for 1 month you fall, you get 2 months grace period. So basically for 2 months out of that 22 months, you cannot be paid as your highest rank that you're earning a bonus for, and that bonus will kick back in. Okay, just to keep it simple. I don't want to get too far into that. I don't want to confuse anybody, but I did want you guys to know that he made it clear that there's a 2-month grace. And then the last thing is you have to, for either of these bonuses, reload or more bonuses, you have to have 6 personally enrolled loyal customers on your level 1. So like Val was talking about, we're not losing our enrollership of loyals anymore. That does not mean you can move these 6. You have to keep them on your level 1. And I know that some of y'all are like, man, that kind of stinks. I get it. I understand. But two things that like me and Jamie were talking about, two things is the first of all, that's to keep us in compliance. You guys, that's not Mark's rule. That's not Mike's rule or Pam. That is an FTC rule. Like we see companies getting shut down all the time. It Works is not going to be one of them because we follow the rules. We stay in compliance. So that is something that keeps us legal. It's, it's a non-negotiable. The second thing, something that Jamie brought up that I really probably wouldn't even have thought of is think about how many times you have somebody in this business that you build, right? Like somebody that's in the right spot at the right time. And, that happens occasionally. It doesn't always happen. If they don't go out and enroll 6 people, but they appear as a diamond on your chart, they're not going to get that bonus, you guys, because they didn't go out and do the work that they needed to do to get it. So yeah, they're going to get the compensation that goes with it, but they're not going to get that $15,000 bonus. So that's another thing that's, to me, when Jamie brought that up, I thought that's a really good point also. But the main thing is, guys, we have to be legal, okay? So I think that's all I wrote down on the business, on the bonuses. If I miss anything, I'll jump in.
That's good. Did anybody have any questions on the bonuses? I know we're answering questions. If I'm typing, just ignore me. Whoever's talking, I'm playing secretary right now. Anybody have any questions on the bonuses? We were answering some questions about like when the PE loyal customers need to be enrolled. You do need to have them before you promote, before an eSuite actually changes. Otherwise, you don't get it for that month. So, okay. If we're good, then Amy, wherever she is, Amy's going to talk about the promo and the new BBK.
Hey. Well, hello everybody. So mine's going to be pretty simple because it was just a nice gift that they gave us. I felt like is anybody. So I don't know if you remember, but back in January, the company kept saying, make sure you have either a loyal customer, a brand new loyal customer that you've kept, or you've placed a personal order or an auto shipment. I mean, like they didn't give us any excuses not to have this. And so as long as one of those 3 things happened, that you would get a gift as of February 1st. And the gift was that you got 3 promo codes to enroll a new distributor for $69, okay, versus the $99. So if you did one of those things, then you should have 3 promo codes in your eSuite as we speak right now, okay? So that is your gift to now go and offer to people to sign up to be a distributor and not have to pay the full price. It's just a nice gift to be able to offer somebody, gives them a little bit more of an incentive, and it's just awesome. I think the $99 is a really good price for this business, but it's nice. And so the way that I'm wording that, just in case you want to know, is that I earned those because you did. Okay. So let people know that you earned those. And so that you are going to be really picky about who those go to, and you are choosing them. Okay. So be sure you tell them, like, I'm choosing you to get this code. Do you want it or not? Basically that's what it comes down to. So, you have those promo codes. And then the other thing is, as far as promo codes, new distributors that come in also get those promo codes. Okay, so when you sign that new distributor, they're going to get 3 codes. So what a blessing to be able to start their business off and to find those 3 people to go Ruby. Okay, and that can be done really quickly. Now, let me think here. What else was I covering? Basically that's it. It's the BBK is $69 now. Okay. Oh, I know what's in it is the sample packs. So we kind of touched on this a little bit, but we get 7 of those Skinny Brew sample packs. Okay. And if y'all have not looked at those, you need to go look at what those look like. I can't say another word other than they are super sexy looking. I mean, like when you open those up, it's like this trifold thing, and it's just like a gift that you're giving somebody. And so just like Whitney had said, it is something that you are going to be able to tell your new distributors that they're going to get their money back quickly. And so the way that I'm wording it is by telling them that they're going to get these sample packs. They're going to get over $100 in our new Skinny Brew sample packs, and they are going to be able to try it to see what it tastes like so they can, let people know. And then also they're going to be able to turn around and sell those. We're going to show them how to sell those quickly so that they can earn their money back and more. Okay. Because seriously, if you sold them for $20 a piece, what is that? 20 times 7 is $140. So that's $140 that they would get back. And if they're only paying $69 to join the business, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good return on that. So this is something that I think that we should really be pushing to get those, to show them that they can make money right away. I just think that they're going to get a really good win and they're going to feel good. And then you're going to help them get those 6 customers because they're going to get all of their stuff. They're going to get their, and then you're also going to get your fast start bonuses, your full fast start bonus. Anybody have any questions? Is there anything else you wanted me to cover? It's pretty simple. And I think that's what we need to do is we need to keep it simple and not think about it too much.
Yeah, you had a simple, like straightforward one. I will clarify, I know Whitney talked about it real quick, but just in case you missed what Whitney said and then connecting it to what Amy said, the new BBK, so the new kit is seven samplers, but they're going to get 4 physical mailers in their kit and then 3 digital credits in that app that Whitney was talking about. So you will be able to get paid, or they will be able to get paid, like Whitney said, collect the cash first. Then they can go send sample, type in their address, and then the company will mail it to them, just like how you would buy like an Amazon package, but gift it to somebody else. Same, but different. How do you give them out? Sarah, talk to your sponsor about like selling the samples, how to talk to them, and all of that stuff. Because we have to move to our doubles. So we're gonna let our double diamonds, let me get my list so I don't miss anybody. Okay, we're gonna start with Jamie Whitehead, and she's gonna give us like a 90-second aha. So she's gonna give us like the juicy stuff that moved her. Go girl.
All right. So Stormy a little bit hijacked what my aha moment was. I've been in the business for 3 years. Like Val said, I'm a double diamond. And I have always heard Mark has our back. This company has our back. This company loves us. They want to protect us. They want to prosper us. They want to whatever. And I've always known that. And I've always truly believed it. But I felt it in a new way this weekend. Like when he launched those reload bonuses, like he did not have to do that. They already honor us by giving us our lifetime rank in the system. Like if you lose rank, you are still a double diamond or I'm still a double diamond to them, even on the months that I've lost. So that really validated, like Mark really does care about us. And then like as Stormy was saying, just they're protecting us. They're protecting our business. Like there have been so many companies over the past couple of years that have been shut down because they're not being compliant. They're having those people be built and make money when they're not actually working. And that has caused the whole company to be shut down. And Mark was like, he went to the FTC and said, tell me what we need to do to be compliant and like what I've got to do to protect my people. And that's why he put into the rules that he put in. And I just love that so much. I learned that this weekend and I was like, wow, that he really does protect my house. And so that was really cool. And then the other thing that I heard, just because I did kind of get hijacked, but the other thing that I heard is God is not trying to create you. He is trying to reveal the real you. And so something for me that I have been working a lot on is being vulnerable with success and failure. And so hearing that this weekend, I was like, you know what, there's so much out there. There's so many different parts of my story that so many different people can relate to, the good, the bad, the ugly. And God is just trying to reveal what he already sees in me. We have what it takes, y'all. every last one of us, God put it in us, and we just have to go for it. And so that was, I believe it was the pastor that spoke at worship night on Thursday. It wasn't even a panel or anything, but he said, you are here. God created you. This is it. Go for it. He's just trying to reveal it. He's trying to pull it from you. So give it to us. So that was the other aha moment that I had, but conference was incredible. So hope that was almost 90 seconds.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect. I'm trying like not to cry thinking about the stuff that you talked about. I was like, I cried during that part and that part and that part. Lots of tears. Okay, Sarah Chamberlain, are you on? Okay, there you are, babe.
So my first, whenever we got to worship, I from the very beginning, guys, if you need to get to these events, because I literally started crying on the day of worship when they announced the top 150 and just some of the stories we got to hear. And I pretty much cried the whole time through conference. But one of my big, huge aha moments was you will never out earn your money mindset. And they had us say the word millionaire. And they said, what does that word, say it out loud. And then what does that word like stir in you? And, you know, I didn't think of myself as a millionaire. And then she had to say, what was it like, man, I love being rich or something. And how true is it that it's hard to say when you've got tons of debt sitting back at home? Like, even when you're in that kind of environment and you're like, you know what, man, I started this job because I want to go get my nails done. Well, the truth is you wanted to do this because you needed more money, right? I mean, regardless of what stuff, Mark said, that's just stuff, whatever stuff you wanted to buy, it's just stuff. What you want is money. And so you will never out earn your money mindset. So for me, that was huge. And then he had us do this exercise where we all closed our eyes, and he said, it's just me and you, and I want you to dream big. There's no like, money is not an issue, dream big. And so I'm sitting there next to my husband and I just picture myself at my house. We have everything. Anyway, we have everything we want in our house because we flipped this home. It's a 1955's home. But I just had this huge dream, okay? And I open my eyes sobbing and I like clear my throat and I asked my husband, I'm like, so where were you in your dream? And he said, I was at home. And I, again, just started sobbing because all of a sudden, like, my husband saw the vision. And then Mark said it, your vision is not what you see with your eyes open, but it is what you see with your eyes closed. And I just thought, man, how many people need to pay off debt? And so for me, it was such a big thing. Like, I came from a broken home. I came from a poor home and a poor childhood, and I'm ready to get out of that mentality. But I need to know that I'm worth it, that I can do that I am. Money is not a bad thing. And it is great to have money because of how much can you change when you have money. And he said, when you give, it leads to a life you want. And then some people are like, but I can't give money. I'm so broke. And he's like, no, but give your effort. Just show up, give your effort and invest in yourself. And so my takeaway was, you know, I do this because I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to pay off these bills that my son brought home, you know, from the medical bills or whatever. But I'm like, man, how much easier, how much more fun would it be to work if I didn't have debt? If I start there, I think that it would just change everything. And so for me, that was my takeaway. Like, I am so focused on going debt-free myself so that I can help others go debt-free, because people who grew up with that brokenness understand that brokenness. And that is where I think, at least my audience, I feel like that's where they are, you know? So that was my big takeaway.
That was so good. I did not get emotional during that at all. Liz is the next on my list. Liz.
Hey. All right, so I have two. The first one is more just like a business tip, I guess, that I took away. And I know we're all kind of guilty of whenever we do a business post, or probably most of us are, I feel like I need to put so much out there, like for my story, you know, like I feel like the more I give, the more detail I put out there, the more I'm going to reel someone in. But if you think about it, you know, we live this busy life, and half the time when someone sees this long story on Facebook, they probably just keep scrolling and like your picture because it was pretty, right? So one of the things that Pam was doing was she was asking people from the audience, you know, tell me your story, you know, like what made you get started, you know, tell me everything about, you know, your why, your story. And after one person said the whole long story, then she goes, okay, now cut that all down to 30 seconds. And like, how would you tell your story in 30 seconds? And for me, I was like, oh my God, like how many times, I mean, I could never tell my story in 30 seconds because I just go on and on. And I feel like every little detail needs to count. So one of the things I'm going to practice is trying to shorten my story for Facebook, especially because people may not have all day long to read my whole story. And I might think they're reading my whole story, but they're probably not. And so I could be missing so many people out there because I'm writing so much stuff. So I'm going to make sure I'm not going to not make long stories of my why and why I joined and how my life is and all that, but I am going to start adding shorter ones as well. The other thing that's completely different is I want to say it was Mayfield that was talking, and she was saying that, you know, it's so important to give, right? So like if you're getting, you know, these major, like for Mayfield, she's presidential ambassador. Okay. I was like, oh, I wasn't sure. Okay. So anyway, she's making like tons of money, right? And she was saying that she wasn't giving as much. I can't remember like what it was specifically, if it was tithing or like what it was that she was wanting to give. And she was like, well, like maybe not right now, or like, I'm not going to do it at this moment or whatever. And so she wouldn't give the amount of money that like originally when she was praying for this money, that she was praying and telling God, like, I'm going to do this with my money. This is what I'm going to do. But then when it came down to it and she got the money, and then she didn't do those things that she said she was going to do. And so then that's when things are kind of taken away from you. And that's when you start losing that money and you lose that rank, and you know, I don't know if I'm making any sense at all. I kind of ramble when I talk, but that's basically like a good takeaway is like, you might think you don't have any money at all. And you don't have to go out and go, you know, put your entire paycheck into the church or whatever, but do something like give back in some sort of a way because God's watching that.
Yes, yes, yes. You guys reminded me of all the things that I loved. Okay, Jen Stroud, are you still on? Did she jump off? I can come back. Okay, Candace, you're up next.
Okay, I'm sitting here like, please say my name. Okay, so basically there was a lot of good things that were said this weekend, way too many to really like, it's really hard to just pick one thing to talk about. But for me, I really, really related to Denise Walsh's panel, the one that Mayfield was on, because pretty much everything that Ashley said on that stage applies to me. And so what really stood out to me was her letter that she wrote to herself from $100,000. If I had to write one to myself, it wouldn't be from $100,000. It would be from, you know, triple or presidential diamond. I'll start with triple, you know, I'll just pick triple just for now, just because I haven't hit that rank yet. But, you know, it's so easy to say, I want this or I want that. But then it's really, it's easy to admit that you want something, but it's hard to admit the reasons to yourself why you haven't truly reached it yet. You know, for me, like it's hard for me. It's easy for me to say, I want triple diamond. I want it. I know I deserve it. It's a little harder for me to, you know, admit all the reasons why I'm not there yet, you know, and if I could, you know, write a letter to myself, it would be something along the lines of, you know, like, dear Candace, you don't, you know, truly believe you can do this. You don't believe that, you know, your team is ready. You don't believe that, you know, just, you know, there's just a whole lot of things that I know that I'm lacking belief wise, which is really crazy because when Ashley gave me that heart award, she gave me a necklace that says, it says believe on it. And so I'm probably never going to take this off. This is the necklace I got from Val for going diamond, and I have not taken this, or for going double, and I have not taken this off my neck or no, diamond. I haven't taken this off my neck since I went diamond. Sorry, I'm trying to think straight. But that's just me. But I just, coming from someone who has big goals, I'm a red, I see the vision, I have huge goals, but my problem has always been, lacking belief that it can actually happen, and also having a problem with admitting that I lack belief in certain areas. So hearing her talk about that, and just seeing somebody up there who, like, she's a freaking rock star, you guys. Like, she's an ambassador. Her team is paid off crazy amounts of debt, and that's something that I need to do. That's something that I know the girls on my team need to do. So just to hear that from somebody like her, to know that she struggles with, the idea of her being able to make $100,000 a month, just makes me feel so much better about being a human, about having, human traits and characteristics. And, it's okay for me to want triple, and it's okay for me to admit to myself the reasons why I haven't got there yet, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to work through those things and actually get to where I want to be. So I definitely plan on writing myself a letter.
Same. Gina, you're next.
All right. My biggest aha was just, again, to tell your story, because the only way you're going to promote in this business is if you enroll distributors and loyal customers. So you need to learn how to tell your story quickly. And it's 5 key points, and that's it. First point is, what was life before it works? Second key point, how we found it works. Third key point, what were you skeptical? 4 key point, what is life like now? And 5 is to invite them to become a part of your story. And so that was my biggest always aha, is that we have a gift, we have hope. We have something that nobody else has. We have community, we have life, we have debt-free, we have it all. And if we hoard our story, we are doing everybody a disservice, and we are the most selfish person on the planet if we hoard our story. So learn how to say your story over and over and over, and keep it 30 seconds or less.
Can you repeat that list one more time so I can type it down?
Do you want me to repeat it, or you want me just to put it in the chat?
Oh yeah, you can just send it to me, and then I can share it. We can share it with like all the teams and stuff.
Okay.
Yes. So we'll get that out to you guys, because that was good. I'm not going to lie, the screen did not write any of that down. But that was super, super good, and I know I missed that. So we'll share that with everyone, and we'll filter it down into all the chats. I don't know if Jen's on. I see her, but I know she's muted in her screen. So
She sent me her aha moments.
okay, thank you. Yeah.
Sorry, your kiddo's going crazy. So she said, just in case. So the first one that she said has been said, and she's just wanted to talk about like all the enhancements and how our company has our back, and they truly want us to succeed, whether it's like increasing our fast start bonuses or the reloads or the more bonuses. That was one of her aha moments. And then the second one was, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight with no vision. And Helen Keller said that. And I was like, yeah, that was one of mine too. And she just talks about her, and again, I'm like reading Cliff Notes, how that's why like having our dream boards and charting and breaking down those numbers and knowing exactly where you're at, but also like where you want to go is so important, because and I feel like Candace I have had like 2 coaching calls a day, and you can know what you want, but if you don't know why you want it, you're not going to get it. Okay. Like you're just not. And I know, cause I've been there. Like I'm speaking from experience, you guys, like you have to get so deep in that vision and that dream that you're either feel nauseous or you have tears in your eyes. And if you're not at one of those places, you're not there yet. I promise you. You're not there yet. Like if you can nonchalantly be like, I think I want this, like that's not it. That's not big enough to get you to come home after your full-time job or work, whatever. It's not big enough. You got to keep asking why. And then I don't know, this is something that stuck out to me. This is not Jen's, but when Rachel said it's hashtag nice, but not necessary. And she was talking about the 3 things. And I, basically Ashley Park was sobbing like a baby. And I was like, there it is in our room Saturday. I took that as to be like all the things that we like, just prioritizing. And I know this may not be the way that she meant it, but I'm like, yeah, it's like nice to watch TV, but it's not necessary. It's nice to make that Target trip that you really don't need, but it's not necessary. And just prioritizing, especially at this time right now, you guys, this is the time. You're not going to have this time back later in the year. And that hashtag nice but not necessary really got me. Like all day today, I was like, is this necessary or is it nice? You know, like I did that all day today, and I was like, and I'm totally gonna hashtag nice but not necessary. And my husband's like, there's laundry, dishes. No, I'm just joking. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. But that's all I got.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to end it with this. I feel like I need to end with prayer, but before I do, I want to mention, because I don't think anybody did, how much God was mentioned at conference. Like we mention it and we do worship, but it was almost, I feel like it was almost in every single panel. And I don't think that was a coincidence. And it was a conference it was like a big self-development conference. Like we are made, when he say that we're made for more, it's more than just the money. Go listen to Stephen Furtick's sermon that came out today. It was launched today. I think it was Flip the Bag, but it talks about the parable of the talents. And I won't go into that whole, I won't give you a full speech on it, but something that he said truly, it correlated with what conference was talking about. And he said, you know, that a talent was worth like $1 million. And so you have somebody, he was given 5 million and he doubled it and he got 10 back from, you know, and that's what he presented to his master, which is essentially the Lord. We're the servants and he's the Lord. And then one was given 2. So he had 2 million and he doubled it and got 4. And then he had the person that had 1 million. And he was like, you may have had 1 million, but God gave you 1 million. Like there are some of you, you may not be an ambassador or presidential or VIP, but he gave you something. And I've seen people take that and double it and triple it. And I've seen people take it and hide it, but it's not yours. And that was the whole thing that he was talking about. God gave you this. God gave you a talent. He gave you an opportunity. He gave it to you. It's not yours to sit on. He gave it to you to do something about it. And I feel like that's really the summary of conference is it's not yours to sit on. You think it's yours. It's not. None of this is ours. Every breath that you have is God's. And what are you going to do with the 5 billion breaths or the 7 billion breaths that you take in a lifetime? Are you going to sit on it and do nothing where you present your talent to the Lord and say, you gave me this and here it is again. I didn't do anything with it. I didn't double it. Or are you going to be able to present it to him and say, I doubled it, I tripled it, I quadrupled it, Lord. And this is for just all aspects of your business, not just your paycheck. And so I just want to remind you that all of this is a gift from him. None of this belongs to any of us. We are meant to use it, not sit on it. So I felt that today, and I feel like I needed to share that with you guys. So let's end this with prayer, and then we'll wrap this up. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, I want to thank you so much for all of these wonderful people that are on this Zoom tonight, and to everyone who couldn't make it, I just ask that you open their eyes whenever they watch the Zoom, that they receive even just a tiny bit of the encouragement and the love and the passion that those of us who were at conference got. I hope that we were able to do you justice and to do the company justice and to be able to share this with the ones that maybe weren't there, and that everyone can get a piece of this pie. Everyone can feel your love and your excitement in this company, and that we are made for so much more, and not just our paychecks, Lord, but just to expand your kingdom. What can we do with the talents and the gifts that you have given us to be able to come to you one day where he looks at you and he says, well done, good and faithful servant, well done. And I just pray that blessing over everyone on this Zoom tonight. And in Jesus' name I pray, amen. There you go, Cindy Johnson. There are my tears when I pray. You got them. everyone else who's not used to all of that, that's just what I do. Okay, I will stop this recording, and thank you guys so much for being on, and you guys have a great evening. Bye.